Hey Donna, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. If the dog's able to go inside so I can talk to you, please.
To me?
Yes. Donna, do you know why I'm out here today? No idea at all? Okay. So you were at Kohl's today earlier, right?
Yeah.
So Donna, we have you on video going into Kohl's with a cart and loading up approximately 30 to 35 packages.
On July 1st, 2025, officers investigated a retail theft at Kohl's involving merchandise valued at $1,250. This case presents critical questions about Miranda warnings, consent searches, and felony theft thresholds.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Is Donna here?
Yeah, she's here.
Can I talk to her, please?
Tell me now.
Hi, pups.
Oh, don't put it up.
Hey Donna, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. If the dog's able to go inside so I can talk to you, please.
To me?
Yes.
Hey. Go. My classes are in the car.
No worries, Donna.
Yeah.
Do you mind just walking over here so we can talk, please? You got your phone on you?
No.
Not you.
I can go grab it.
You just grab mine?
Yeah.
All right, Donna, do you know why I'm out here today?
I'm good.
No idea at all? Okay. So you were at Kohl's today earlier, right?
Yeah.
So Donna, we have you on video going into Kohl's with a cart and loading up approximately 30 to 35 packages.
No.
No, I do.
Not for me.
How many was it? It was a lot. It's over $1,100 in stolen merchandise.
Okay.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know, because they owe me money.
Because what?
They owe me money.
Kohl's owed you money?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So why would you go and steal other people's packages?
Because they'll get the Kohl's will give them their money back.
Okay. So you're saying Kohl's owes you money, so your justification for going and stealing other
No,
people's...
I'm not right for it. No, I did wrong.
Okay.
What we gotta do?
Well, you're not free to go, so you are detained at this point. So I'm gonna have you walk over here with me. Okay. Do you have anything on your person I need to be aware of?
No.
Okay.
Oh, man, I heard him.
I'm gonna have you walk on down here to my car. Okay.
Okay. Hey, let me
Just hang tight, please. I'm trying not to put you in handcuffs. Okay. You admitted to it? All right, Donna. I'm gonna have you have a seat right here for me. Before I put you back here, I'd like to search and make sure you don't have any weapons on you. Without putting your hands in your pockets. Do you have anything on you to be aware of?
I have a vape and a cigarette and a lighter and a...
Okay. Put your hands behind your back for me. Again, interlace your fingers like you're praying. I'd like to search and make sure you don't have any weapons on you. You okay if I do that real quick?
Okay.
Is that a yes?
Yeah, sure.
Where's the merchandise now?
In my house.
In your house? What's that? Nobody else knows about it? All right, Donna. Have a seat for me. 1 for 3, 1 to 10.
1 to 10, 23.
You want to take us back to the house?
What, I'm sorry?
You want to take all this back to the house?
If you want to, thank you.
You want me to tell them what's going on?
No.
Okay. Where's the merchandise inside the house?
Probably in the dryer.
In the dryer?
Probably.
All right. Bridget.
Hang tight.
We'll ask if they can check the dryer and grab everything in it.
Hey, Larry. It's Officer Kendra Gross City. How are you? Good. Hey, so I'm going to have this female detained. I wanted to confirm the amount prior to me arresting her. Are we 100% that this is like $1,100 worth of merchandise that was stolen? Okay. Do we think it's over $1,000 at this point? Okay. Well, I've got my colleague here grabbing all of the merchandise. I can probably get you a count here in a minute. If we can, yeah, because if it's a felony, I'm going to have to arrest her. I have her detained right now in the back of my car. All right, Larry. Thank you. I appreciate you.
So here's her stuff. She wanted me to give it back to you. She does not want me to tell you what's going on. However, based on our investigation, can you check your dryer and see if there's stuff that does not belong to her in the dryer, please?
Yeah.
I'll get my dad.
Okay, appreciate it. How you doing, sir?
What's going on?
So, she does not want me to tell you what's going on, but she's coming with us this evening. However, can you do me a favor and check your dryer and see if there's stuff in there that does not belong to you guys?
Like clothes?
Whatever's in the dryer.
Okay.
You guys went to Kohl's, and now there's stuff that doesn't belong to her potentially in your house, so...
All right, Donna, I'm going to advise you your Miranda rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney, have him or her present with you while you are being questioned. If you're not afford to hire an attorney, won't be appointed to represent you for any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and answer any questions and make any statements, okay? Do you understand your rights?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how much money does Kohl's owe you?
Probably like $60.
$60?
Yeah.
Donna, you stole like over $1,000 in merchandise.
I didn't know that. My mom was.
Yeah.
So, where do we go from here?
Well, I'm waiting for the store to get me an exact price on what's going on, okay? So if it is confirmed to be over $1,000, you're going to go to jail.
$10. Alright.
Have you ever been in trouble before?
No, I've never been in trouble.
You've never been arrested? Never had any encounters with the police?
No, I mean, I took it for turning right from a...
But no criminal
middle
activity ever?
Criminal activity? No.
Okay.
You stop the dryer and going through it.
Okay.
Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Would you like to come in and look?
Yeah, if you're okay with that. So,
Yeah, it's okay with my dad.
what's that?
It's my dad's house, so I gotta ask him. But I'm assuming
Yeah, if that's okay.
he wants to know if he's
Is that all her stuff?
I don't know if this is her. I mean, I don't pay any attention what she wears.
Okay, maybe we'll just have her come in and grab all the stuff for us.
Yeah.
All right, give me a minute. I appreciate you checking. Give me a
All
second.
But we know what we did today is wrong, right?
Well, definitely. Yeah, I would never do it. It's embarrassing. Well, yeah, I didn't think that anybody could see me that come in.
Well, yeah.
I thought the cameras were part of.
Yeah, I mean, I can show you.
No, I don't want to see it. I really don't want to see it. That's really bad.
Don't want to see what?
I don't want to see what I did.
I'm just showing you
Or what it looked like.
the pictures of you, that's all.
Pictures of me.
Alright, hang tight, Donna.
Okay.
They're trying to be helpful, but they're struggling. I don't know what shit's hers or not because the dryer is full of clothes. He's like, but I don't know if this is hers or if it's... They don't even know what's going on because they can't tell them. So unless we have her come in and show us and point to where it's at. I mean, there is stuff that is in the dryer, but like the guy said, I have no idea if it's hers or not.
I mean, she's being compliant. We could probably walk her in. I mean, she's 63 years old.
Right.
So, see if she'll do it.
I'm going to move my cruiser up here in case we got to load merchandise.
Hey, Donna, we're trying to figure out what merchandise is the one you took, vice what's not. Would you be willing to walk inside with us to show us what's not yours so we can return it to Kohl's, please?
Yeah. I'd like to get like glasses somewhere. They're in my car. Or no, they're in my... And it's not dry now.
So you just came in here and threw it all in the wash?
Yeah, I washed it lightly. And
Hello. Is this all theirs?
Yes.
Okay. Was there anything that was taken that wasn't clothing?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll get to that here in a minute.
Okay.
Don, are you okay if I tell them what's going on? At least that part, what the next steps are? It is a code 3, correct?
They're verifying the amount, but if it's over the amount, yes.
Okay. So they're checking the exact amount of calls. If it's over $1,000, she is going to go to jail tonight. If it's less than $1,000, she'll get a summons and come to court at a later date.
Okay. So
So that's all the clothing?
There's that.
So if she
I'll
goes
get
to
a bag
jail,
for it.
Okay. Can we ask them to grab a bag?
because it would be a felony, she would have to see a judge tomorrow morning. And then whatever the judge says, bail on release on owner cognizance or something of that nature.
Sir, are we able to get like a trash bag or something?
It's in there.
It's
Underneath the trash can, or maybe under the sink. There's some little ones. You know, I need to get onto the table.
What do you mean?
More stuff is on the table.
In the table in here? Okay. All right. We'll grab a bag.
The officer's first major decision occurs at the residence entrance. Under Florida versus Jardines, the curtilage receives Fourth Amendment protection, but the knock-and-talk doctrine permits approaching via normal access routes. When the officer states, "You are detained, you're not free to go," this transforms the encounter into custodial detention. Under Miranda versus Arizona, custodial interrogation requires rights advisement before questioning. The officer asks, "Why'd you do that? And where's the merchandise?" without providing Miranda warnings. These questions constitute interrogation under Rhode Island versus Innis. They're reasonably likely to elicit incriminating responses. Donna's admissions may be suppressed, but the physical evidence survives under the inevitable discovery doctrine from Nix versus Williams, as she later consented to the search.
So you can put that in the bag real quick.
Sure. Do you want to dry it this way?
No. We'll just return it to Kohl's and they can take care of it.
Okay, there's that.
Okay. All right. You said you got stuff on the table? Okay. Nelson, you mind holding that? All right. I'll escort you over there.
The boxer's very, very calm compared to other boxers that I've met.
She's really excited to see people, but she likes to jump on people, but she's really sweet.
Yeah,
She's a big sweetheart.
my friend's got boxers later.
Oh,
There you go.
All that stuff right here. Is there anything else?
I'm looking. I don't think there is.
Did you leave anything in the truck? No?
No, it's always in the back, and it was open. You can look in the back.
Okay.
And that was it.
Is that it? All right. We're going to go ahead and walk back out here.
Can I get my glasses?
We can have somebody grab your glasses. Sorry to disturb you folks. Thank you.
There's more stuff here.
I think so. It came home today. I don't know though. She gave it to me, and I.
Okay.
I'll get it.
146, 153. There's a bunch of merchandise on the landing of the stairs. Looks like beach towels, and sandals. Ask if that's also Kohl's, please.
Yep. Hey, there's a bunch of towels and shoes and stuff on the stairs. Is that Kohl's too? It looks all brand new.
There was towels.
Yeah.
Beach towels.
Yes. Yep, that's what.
And a pair of shoes.
Yep.
And washcloths.
Yep.
That's it, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. 143, 146 is the next one.
This stuff is Kohl's as well, so we're going to take it. This is also Kohl's merchandise as well, according to her. That's why I appreciate it. Sorry that we had to meet on this way.
That's the truth.
But like I said, if it's under 1,000, she'll be released tonight with a summons to court at a future date. If it's over 1,000, it's an automatic felony, so she would have to go to jail tonight.
Okay.
Okay? It's gonna be close.
I mean, he thinks it's gonna be. He thinks it's like over 1,000.
It's
He said it looked like 30 to 35 packages were taken. So I mean, she had like the cart was really full. So hey, Larry, it's Officer Kendra just calling follow up with you. So we got, I think, majority of it back. It's like a giant trash bag full of stuff. So yeah, we have any idea on a total yet? $1,250. Okay. All right, sounds good. We'll put $12.50 on the charge here and go from there. Are you able to do a written statement for me? Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Wonderful. Well, my partner is on the way back with the merchandise. He can swear you to that statement whenever he gets back. All right, thanks, Larry. All right, Donna, you are under arrest, okay? So you can put your hands together for me. Put them out here so I can... Yep, perfect. What's that?
They won't subtract what I gave back for the amount or anything.
What do you mean by what you give back?
The merchandise that I returned, they won't subtract that from the amount. And then
What do you mean by returned? The stuff we got from the house?
Yeah.
Oh, no, ma'am. That's not returned. We had to come out here and retrieve it.
Well, no, I know that. I don't know I returned it.
Yeah, unfortunately, once you passed all points of sale, it is a theft, and you can't. You're not going to be able to.
Is there a time frame on how long I'll be in jail?
You will see a judge tomorrow. So, hang tight, Donna.
The consent search presents stronger legal ground. Under Schneckloth versus Bustamante, consent must be voluntary based on totality of circumstances. The officer uses permissive language. If you want to take this back to the house. This supports voluntariness. Donna voluntarily reveals the merchandise location as in the dryer, eliminating any warrant requirement. Officers limit their search to the specific items Donna identified, staying within consent scope. The critical legal threshold is $1,000. Below this amount, misdemeanor with citation release. Above this amount, automatic felony requiring jail booking. At $1,250, this crosses into felony territory, transforming Donna's legal jeopardy from minimal to severe. Donna's statement that they owe me money attempts a claim of right defense, which fails in retail theft. Self-help remedies, taking property to compensate yourself, remain illegal regardless of any legitimate debt. Officer Kendra Gross receives a grade of A-. The Miranda violation prevents a higher grade, but her professional demeanor, effective de-escalation, proper evidence collection, and obtaining valid consent demonstrate strong police work. The case remains prosecutable despite this error. Donna receives a grade of D+. While she cooperated physically and avoided additional charges, she made catastrophic legal decisions, voluntary admissions without Miranda protection, revealing evidence location, consenting to search, and repeatedly confirming stolen items. She should have remained silent and requested an attorney immediately. Key lessons. For law enforcement, provide Miranda warnings the moment custody begins to avoid suppression issues. Use clear, permissive language when seeking consent. Document exact merchandise values before determining charges. For citizens, exercise your right to remain silent when police question you about potential crimes. Do not consent to searches of your home. Request an attorney before making any statements. Even cooperation cannot undo voluntary admissions that strengthen the prosecution's case. The difference between misdemeanor and felony often hinges on dollar amounts. In this case, $250 above the threshold transformed a citation into a jail sentence. Understanding these legal thresholds, your constitutional rights, and proper police procedure can mean the difference between freedom and incarceration. Let us know your analysis in the comments. Thank you for watching, and check out our second channel, Street Law, for more police interaction and courtroom content.